All right, so we're here with Repair It Forward for the Columbia Area Career Center, and we just had a few questions for you. Our first question is, where does most of the e-waste come from that you collect?
We get a lot of our e-waste from schools, governments, and businesses. We do get some from the public, but most of it comes from business and schools and like the cities. And we do Boone County, we do the city of Fulton, we do uh, here in Columbia, we do Stevens College, we do the Columbia Public Schools, we do a number of businesses. So that's where we get the bulk of the materials that we work with.
That's really cool. So, what percentage of Missouri's e-waste do you go through every year?
I have no idea. I have no idea. We are one of many companies that do this. There's only 3 in the state of Missouri that are certified with the Department of Natural Resources with the same certification that we have, and that is a level 4. And briefly, what that allows us to do is show proof of our downline vendors and what happens to the stuff after we're done with it so that it's environmentally friendly and stays out of the landfills all the way down the line.
Oh, that's really cool. So, how has the e-waste recycling benefited society?
Well, I don't know last year's number, but the year before, our one little company kept over 10 million pounds out of the landfills.
Oh,
So we're making a difference as one small company, but as an industry, um, it's growing. More people are becoming aware that there's some bad things in electronics that shouldn't end up in the landfills.
so how can the general public help to lessen like e-waste?
Well, we do public collections and what we call recycling events several times a year. We did one last year on across from well, I guess it's the reactor parking lot down by MU's, and we worked in conjunction with the Solid Waste Management District, and they collected tires and paint and some of the hazardous materials, and we collected electronics and appliances, and we filled 3 tractor trailers that day.
Oh, cool.
So we do those. We probably do 30 or 40 or 50 of those events statewide during the course of the year. As a company, we do them all the time.
That's amazing. So, where's your center located?
In Jefferson City.
Jefferson City.
Yeah, and then we have places now in Iowa, Kansas City, St. Louis, Cape Girardeau, and Jeff City. So we're a growing company.
Great. So, after the e-waste is collected by you and taken to Jefferson City, what happens then?
All right, we sort it out. We do not do anything with television sets or CRT monitors in Jefferson City. We don't really do very much with printers, but we do some. Those items I'll package up kind of like I showed you all today where we stack and wrap that stuff, and we'll send a tractor trailer from our facility to our St. Louis facility where they have a lot more people doing the tear down operation. In Jeff City, we just have one guy tearing stuff down. In St. Louis, we have 16 guys, 2 shifts that tear stuff down. So they are tearing down computers and servers and battery backup systems and monitors and TVs and vacuum cleaners and appliances and anything you can think of like that all day, every day. When we tear those things down, we tear them down to more manageable products. Sometimes we resell those products to somebody who tears them down even further. We try to get out of a computer, say, we're going to try to take it down to plastic, steel, wire, copper, aluminum, hard drives, boards, fans, power supplies, memory, about 13 different things we tear it down to. And then as we accumulate within the company large quantities of those, then we pass those or sell those down line to somebody who processes them further. So we don't grind up stuff, and we're not trying to get trace elements or any of that stuff. We are basically tearing it down and preparing it for the next step.
Oh, okay. That's great. So, if no east were ever produced, no e-waste, I'm sorry, were ever produced, how would the environment differ?
You mean if it wasn't recycled?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, my thoughts on it are that eventually everything that's put in the landfill ends up in the water. So we'd have to figure out ways to keep the mercury and the lead and all these things out of our water supply because we all have to have water. So to keep the environment clean, it helps to keep those things from ever going in there.
Makes sense. That's great. Do you have any questions, Matt? Or
I think I'm okay.
awesome, fantastic. Well, thank you so much.
Well, you're
I
welcome.
really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you later, and I told Dave we'll try and see if we can't work out to have one person from our company come up